Welcome back to News Around, the home of heartfelt stories and unforgettable celebrity moments. Tonight, we bring you a story that melted hearts across Turkey, a real-life drama filled with emotion, devotion, and love stronger than fame itself. Don't forget to hit subscribe, tap join to support our channel, and click like if you believe that true love still exists in today's fast-paced world. Because after this story, you just might. It all began with a single alarming message from a movie set. Yağmur Yüksel has been hospitalized. The young actress, known for her radiant smile and tireless energy, had reportedly collapsed after days of non-stop work. Her fever spiked, her energy drained, and within moments, she was rushed to a private hospital in Istanbul. The crew panicked. Cameras stopped rolling. The studio fell into silence. But one man, miles away in a business meeting, didn't hesitate for even a second. Barış Baktaş. As soon as he heard the words "Yağmur isn't well," he stood up from the conference table, grabbed his phone, and walked straight out of the room without saying a word. Witnesses later described him as running through the corridors like someone chasing a heartbeat. By the time he reached the hospital, Yağmur had already been admitted for observation. Nurses recalled seeing the actor pacing nervously in front of the emergency ward, his face pale with worry. "Can I go in yet?" he asked again and again. Doctors advised him to wait, but he couldn't stand still. Instead, he bought a bouquet of Yağmur's favorite flowers, white lilies, and quietly placed them by her door before finally being allowed to enter. Those who saw him said it was a moment out of a movie, a star who, for once, wasn't acting. A close friend of the couple later shared. Boris was devastated. He just wanted her to open her eyes. He said he'd give up anything, even his own heartbeat, if it meant she'd be okay. Inside the quiet hospital room, surrounded by soft beeps and the distant hum of machines, Boris sat by Yağmur's bedside. He didn't speak. He didn't move. He simply held her hand and waited. Nurses said he refused to sleep, his gaze fixed on her face as if trying to will her to wake up. One hospital staff member told local reporters, "He didn't say a single word until morning. But you could see everything, his love, his fear, his pain, all written on his face." When Yağmur finally opened her eyes after several hours, the first thing she saw was Boris holding a small coffee cup, smiling softly through exhausted eyes. "Were you here all night?" she whispered. Boris smiled and replied, "Where else would I be? What would become of me if I weren't with you?" Doctors, nurses, even family members, everyone present was moved to tears. Later that day, when reporters gathered outside the hospital, Boris tried to avoid the flashing cameras. Yet his expression spoke louder than any words. In a brief statement, he simply said, "She's fine now. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters to me." And in that sentence, the world saw not just an actor, but a man deeply, genuinely in love. Fans immediately took to social media to praise his reaction. Comments like "This is what true love looks like," and "Yağmur is so lucky, he's one of a kind," flooded the internet. The hashtag #TrueLoveExists quickly became a trending topic across platforms. As Yağmur's family arrived at the hospital, their gratitude toward Boris was evident. Her sister reportedly said, "Boris was a real rock for us. Yağmur is lucky to have someone who loves her this sincerely." Her mother even hugged him, whispering through tears, "You've taken care of her as if she were your own." That image, Boris holding Yağmur's mother's hand in the morning light, made headlines across Turkey. And when he finally stepped outside, his short message to the press melted hearts. "This family is now my family too." After Yağmur was discharged, the couple decided to step away from the spotlight for a while. Boris reportedly took her to a quiet house in the countryside, away from flashing cameras, studio lights, and noise. There, they spent days surrounded by nature, disconnected from the world. They turned off their phones, cooked together, and simply existed in each other's company. A close friend revealed. He made her tea, cooked her favorite meals, even read to her at night. He wanted her to recover not just physically, but emotionally too. On the third day, Boris shared a photo of the morning sunlight breaking through the trees with the caption, "Your recovery is my greatest reward." Within hours, the post received thousands of likes and comments from fans who couldn't help but admire his devotion. A few days later, Yağmur finally addressed her followers with a heartfelt message. Sometimes, it's enough for someone to just be there in silence. Boris made even that silence meaningful. "I wouldn't have recovered this easily without him." Her words echoed throughout social media, reminding everyone that love isn't always loud, sometimes it's quiet, patient, and steady. Boris, not one for long captions, left a simple heart emoji under her post. No words needed. The world understood. Fans flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with clips, tributes, and emotional edits of the couple. One comment that went viral read, "In an industry full of fake gestures, Barış Baktaş has shown what genuine love looks like." Another wrote, "He didn't post for attention. He stayed because he cared. That's rare." Viewers of NewsAround, what do you think? Would you drop everything for the person you love like Boris did? Or do you think such romantic gestures belong only in movies? Tell us in the comments, we read every single one. And if you want to keep supporting stories like these, don't forget to click the join button and become part of our growing family of loyal viewers. As Yağmur slowly returns to work after her recovery, Boris has decided to put some of his own projects on hold to stay by her side. His close friends revealed that he told them, "Work will always be there. But love like this, you only get once." That line alone became a sensation online. Fans began sharing it as a quote, turning it into a viral trend across Turkish fan pages. It's not just about celebrity romance, it's about the kind of loyalty that reminds us all that love can be simple, powerful, and selfless. And that brings us to the end of this touching story. From fear to relief, from tears to smiles, Barış Baktaş showed the world that love isn't proven through grand gestures, but through presence, patience, and quiet devotion. Here at NewsAround, we celebrate not only fame but also the humanity behind it, the emotions that remind us that even the brightest stars have hearts that beat, break, and heal just like ours. If this story moved you, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who still believes in true love. And if you'd like to support us further, tap the join button. Your support helps us bring you stories that matter. Until next time, this is NewsAround, reminding you. Sometimes love doesn't need words, only a heartbeat that refuses to leave.